We're not going. Okay. Hey guys. So we're going to go to that little farmer's market that I wanted to go to the other day. And then we might also go to Petco because I told Farabee that we might. So I have Farabee barefoot again today just because I think she's been doing a lot better that way. It's super like mild temperatures out, so it's probably in the 50s, but we'll see you in a minute. So I want you to see, we pulled up at Petco and this is what she does. She knows we're at Petco. So we're going to Petco, but I'm gonna take her vest off because we're not doing that. I know, we're at Petco, aren't we? I'm gonna take her working dog and all the stuff because we're not, she's gonna have a day. So, all right, are you going to Petco? Where the pets go? Are you gonna go where the pets go? You just like all the smells? I bet you do. That is super fun. So we didn't necessarily really get anything. I got Farabee this little bitty bag of cookies, which I mean, we honestly didn't need anything at Petco. I was looking for a soft poop bag holder, just because like the one that I had, the tab broke on it, but it was big enough where I could put my driver's license and a few things in it like that you know, you kind of need. And I really liked that because it was like, it was the same size, this is my wallet, and it was about the same size as my wallet, but on one side it had a kind of puffed out thing where you could put poop bags. I was hoping I could find another one of those and they just didn't have them. So that was really our main reason of going here. And obviously because Farabee wants to go to Petco. I feel like it's hilarious that she acts like that at Petco. So when she was a baby, she went to school here. This was her preschool. So she knows, like, you know, whenever we're in this area, like she just intuitively knows that this is for her to have fun and act like this. But you never hear her do this, like in the car. So anyway, we're gonna go home. But yeah. We're not going. Okay. So we're back from the grocery store, and the one we went to is the one that I've gone to a few times whenever I've been vlogging, and I can't like film in there. They have like a strict no videos, no photography policy, but I'm gonna show you what we got. Super excited to try these. I got the variety of apples. So I got a Sweet Tango apple, a Snapdragon apple, Honeycrisp apple, Autumn Glory apple. And then I also got this thing. So this is a carnival squash. So I got an organic carnival squash. I'm really excited to try this. I don't know even what it tastes like at all, but honestly, I got it because it was cute. Also, I got this that I'm excited to try, which is not food, but this is just a collagen serum for your face. And I thought that that might be good for this time of year because I feel like my skin is extremely parched. And I know this is for your face, but I also thought it might be good for the back of my hands because I feel like I'm just like really, really dried out. Isn't that so cute with my squash? I think it looks like it goes there, but I'm gonna eat it. Also want to tell you guys, so with Farabee going to Petco, it was funny. Oh my gosh. So I'm sure I left in the clips of her barking and stuff and acting like a fool. I like whenever I get to let her do that. I think it's good for her to let loose and get to dog. So she did. So I just wanted to say nothing crazy has happened health-wise this week so far, which is awesome. But I feel like burnt out, and I feel like that point where I'm gonna crash, which I haven't actually crashed in a while, so it's pretty good, but I just feel it, and I feel like I can't stop, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but I feel like I'm like going, and like there's no reason to go. Like I don't have anything to go for, but I feel like I'm just like spinning and I can't stop. And I know whenever I do this, and figuratively speaking, I don't feel dizzy, but I just mean like my wheels are turning. That's what I mean by spinning. So I feel like my wheels are turning and I can't stop. And I know whenever I do this, I know I'm gonna crash. So it's a little bit unfortunate, and it's also kind of crap because I can't stop it from happening. And like, I know, like, I've been me and had the problems I have long enough to know that like whenever I do this, it's going to be like I hit a wall. So that kind of sucks. Good morning. It's super sunny out, so it's actually pretty chilly. It's really sunny on the porch, so I brought out a blanket and my yoga wheel. I'm gonna stretch, so Fairby's gonna have to move, but when the wind blows, the leaves are falling and it's so pretty. So I love it. Isn't this so pretty? Oh, I love it. So my halves are really not even, but that's okay because, you know, it's just me. But I thought I was cutting it in half and I totally wasn't. So it says to put them in the oven, cut side up. So that's what we're gonna do. So now I've washed my seeds and I'm gonna bake them. So I've washed my seeds. I checked online to make sure that they actually are edible because I wasn't sure, and it said that, yeah, pretty much all squash, pumpkin, any type of seeds like that are edible. So I have them washed and on a pan that's lined with parchment paper, and I'm gonna bake them. It said to bake them it said to bake them for 30 minutes at 300, so I have to wait till my carnival squash gets done baking, basically. But I went ahead and put them on the pan now, that way they'll just be done. It said to bake them for 30 minutes and then take them out, season them, put oil on them, whatever you want to do, and then it said to put them back in for 20 minutes. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I made 3 vegan meatballs. I minced 1, I guess that's a clove, 1 little piece of garlic. And then I also have some organic pizza sauce to put with it to dip. To be honest, I've not had this before, so I don't really know what to expect, but I kind of thought that that might be all really good together, so we'll see. Everything was really good. The squash, like, it was really good by itself with just some salt. I did put a little bit of butter, but I didn't think that was really necessary, but I did it before, you know, basically before I even got eating it very much. And then I ended up just taking my garlic that I had minced and put it in that sauce. It had the meatballs with it. So that was awesome. I wouldn't really do anything different, honestly. I didn't like the red sauce so much with the squash, if that makes sense. So I think they complemented each other, but I didn't necessarily think they went together. It was really good, like side by side. It just wasn't good mixed together. So I'm happy with it. And I saved the big half of the squash for tomorrow. So I have that for like tomorrow for dinner, I guess. And then I'm roasting my seeds. So I decided to do cinnamon and sugar flavor. So they've already gone through the first part of being baked. So you have to bake them for 30 minutes at 300 and then take them out, toss them in whatever you're gonna put on them. And then you bake them again for 20 minutes. So they have 14 minutes and 43 seconds left. And then they'll be done. And Fairby's eating her food. Well, I promise Fairby's eating her food. She just walked away whenever I said that. Here she goes. She always walks away. She takes the mouth and walks away. Anyway, so that's what she's doing. Ooh, okay. So let's talk about what Fairby eats really quick. I think the person who asked is Zelda Service Dog or Service Dog Zelda or something. I'm so sorry. I can't remember your exact name off the top of my head, but I know it's a combination of something like that. Anyway, but you'd asked what Fairby eats. So Fairby just free feeds. Her food is always available to her like this. And then also she gets puzzles. So the puzzles are just food, but if she asks for a puzzle, then there's food in them. So it's not anything like, they're not filled with treats or anything special. They're only filled with food. The other day on Halloween, whenever she got her new puzzle, I did put treats in it just because it was a totally different experience than she'd had before as far as the texture of that. So I felt like it would be good to, kind of load that with something really extra special for her, just so she would for sure be interested. But typically her puzzles only have kibble. So this is what she eats. So it's Life Abundance. She eats all stages, and she's eaten this her whole entire life, ever since she was old enough to eat solid food. So order the really big bag, and then I take it and I divide it up into the food saver bags, and I put part of it just in the pantry as you saw, but then also part of it stays in the freezer for her. And anytime I open a bag, like I put it in the freezer and open it up that way. I have a whole video on that, so I'll link it for you guys. But the other thing she gets, so she gets these things, or either something like this. So both of these are just basically super greens for dogs. Oh my gosh, did you burp? I did not mean to use that much seasoning. I didn't know how much to use, so I just used like a stupid amount. Oh yeah, look at that. So it made it be like a brittle. It is amazing. I just want to give a shout out to my girl Fairby for totally making a mess of our bed every night. It was made up, and I got in the bed, and Fairby came right through here, and she went down there, and she did like a tornado twist, and as you can see, she is nice and cozy and has her nose sticking out down there. Meanwhile, I have this much covers. Okay, I do have more bed tonight, but I don't have very much covers. So, thank you, Fairby. I mean, she definitely deserves to be happy and comfortable, and if this makes her happy, then by all means. But what happens is, see, I have this, and then I have this, and then I have this. But I only have like this much sheet. So if I move, it's gone. I have this much of this blanket, which is not enough to cover my leg. And now I have a pet puppy. Oh my gosh. And it gets ripped up off the bottom. Wow. All right. Oh my gosh. You're funny. You're funny. You're the best. So also, Fairby just found that I have a ball on the end of my hat. I don't know how she hasn't noticed it in 2 years. This is my sleep hat. It's cotton, so it's not super hot, but it's like warm enough. But I like my head covered at night to sleep. And she just found the ball. No! Not for you.
you.